Thought it was another hard-fought effort by our kids. Played extremely hard, showed some resolve there in the fourth quarter when we had the pick six to come back and tie the ball game up, and then had a chance. The defense bows their neck, and we get the ball back to possibly win it in regulation, and we didn't, and then we went to overtime again and didn't get the job done. Again, I thought we played better as a football team. I think we've improved from week 1 to week 2, week 2 to week 3. The hard thing is we're 1-2, and there's some hurting kids in there that have laid their hearts on the line for 3 straight weeks and haven't received the benefits of hard work. And what we've got to do as coaches and players is got to continue what we're doing. And I believe in that football team. I believe in the way they're playing. I think it's a special group. And it's, easy thing to do is say, 1 and 2 and stop working the way we're working. But that's not how I'm wired, and that's not how my team's going to be wired. We're going to get after it, and we're going to be ready to play Saturday, and they're going to fight their tails off for Colorado State. Questions? Yeah, in the first half too. I think we had some drives and we couldn't finish the drives. We got to do a better job of getting us in the right plays that can be successful. We got to do a better job of executing the plays that are called. And the worst thing you do is not get points. And we got to get points. There's going to be a million things when you go back and look at the game. We had an opportunity here, we had an opportunity there. The thing we try to tell our team is you never know when that opportunity is going to come. But there's going to be 6 or 7 plays in that game that are going to come that are going to be the difference in the game. And what we try to do is keep playing the same way every play, doing your job. I think that's what makes people great. Now we're having some mistakes, offensively. But our defense is playing hard, playing like I want them to. We played better as an offensive unit tonight, but we still didn't capitalize when we had some momentum on some drives. But again, there was no quit in our team. But you're right. We got to do a better job of finishing drives. No, there's not really any consolation. I said it last week. You work hard, you play. We all play the game to win the game. We're all competitors. And, like I just told a couple of the seniors in there, I really believe we have a special football team. And I expect them to do what needs to be done, and that's continue to work. It's easy sometimes for kids to say, we haven't worked this hard. We haven't done this much, and we're 1 and 2. But we got to look at the positives. We got to correct the mistakes, and we got to continue to get better because, in my mind, that's a football team that will fight your tail. And I'm proud of it. Am I proud of being 1 and 2? No. I hate losing. They hate losing. But we got to get back to work, and we got to find a way to win a football game. Yeah. Well, I thought we had the momentum again, and then we stalled out. And I had a third down call that I liked, but I wanted to sprint out to the right, the play that we ran. And we had practiced it once to the left, and then we felt good about going ahead and calling the play to the left, and we executed the play great. It was just more of a left hash call, one I wanted to go with and felt good about. Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to go back and look at the film. Sometimes there's a little bit different rules when the ball's behind the line on a screen of when you can hit a guy. But, the guy made a great play. We were cracking the backside backer, and he came off the tight end and made a good play. You got to credit him for making that play.
Were there other factors that led to you going to that 4th down?
No, well, I was tired of stalling out. I was tired of stalling out and not getting 7 and wanted to go ahead and – I thought our defense was playing well. I know they hit a couple big plays on us, but if we didn't get it, I felt we were going to get the ball back. I still felt there was enough time. But I had trust in the play that we called, but I had more trust if we didn't get it in our defense to be able to hold them. Well, the first play was designed where he was the number one progression on that play, and they ran a different kind of blitz, and then we had a wheel route by the tight end. And then, after that, we felt like we were controlling the line of scrimmage and wanted to try to hammer it in. And then when it was a 3rd and 4, we tried to stay in regular. He was an option on that last play. It just depended on what the coverage did. I'd have to go back and watch the film of why Nick went there. But it wasn't say, hey, you're going directly to Richard. They did a nice job. They ended up putting number 2 on him there and tried to go to him on that last drive of our regulation a couple times, and 2 did a nice job, and we're a little bit off on our accuracy, but just went with the best play that we thought would work at that point. No, they won the game, Terry. You got to give them credit. They were down, was it 14-0, 14-0, 14-3. They fought. They played hard. They made enough plays to win the ball game. Every time you lose a ball game, you're going to go back and say, we would have done this, we'd have had a chance, we'd have done that. But you got to give those guys credit. They played hard and made more plays in the right time than we did.
How concerned are you with field goal?
Well, I think we missed three field goals. One was a little bit long for us to probably try. He made the one to clinch it into overtime last week. We feel like he's the best guy. We got to keep putting him in those situations. We got to do a better job on offense and not settle for field goals. But at the end of the day, when you stall, you got to get points, and we haven't done that enough. And then we lost the turnover battle again. Well, this is my message, okay? No team that I coach is not going to play hard and not quit and not be all in. For 3 games, we played hard. We've been all in and played for 60 minutes plus in the last 2 games. And I expect the same thing on Monday. If that's not for you, or if you doubt what we're doing, my office will be open tomorrow and you can come in. But the guys that are going to wear the green and gold are going to play hard for the green and gold every week. Dalen Dawkins is a stud. He might weigh 173 pounds, soaking wet, but he's the hardest worker on our football team. That's how he practices every single day, full speed. And I love that kid. He's got more heart than anybody. He got a little hamstring, got a little tight. He had a lot of touches tonight, but I thought J.O. came in and did a nice job running. But Dalen is what you want, a guy that comes to play every day. He's a football player, doesn't say a word. If you ask him to do something, he does it. Treyas was available in the 4th quarter there. He felt he was a little tight. And then, Dawkins and J.O. were running the ball good. What did we run? 218 yards. I think we left some runs out there a couple times, probably seeing a little bit too much. But Dawkins, his first-year guy, ran hard. J.O.'s getting a lot of carries more than he's ever got, and it takes time. It takes time. And, coming into this season, I knew it would take time offensively. When you lose a 1,000-yard-plus rusher, you lose a 4,000-yard passer at quarterback, and I felt we needed to play great defense. And we're playing great defense, and we're getting better on offense. The record's just 1-2. And if we'll stick to the plan, I believe we'll be fine this year. No. Starting the game, we weren't going to play him unless it was we felt we needed him to play. Nick practiced better this week. Coleman has got to continue to practice the way we want him to. you got to earn the right to play on Saturdays by the way you work during the week. Coleman Key has a bright future for this football team, and I expect him to come back and have a great week this week and be ready to play if his number's called. I agree totally. When he's out there, he's a confident guy. He lifts up the whole team. It was evident, last year when I would watch games, of last year's games, he would make just, plays, to flip the field and turn the game around. It's been tough. Richard has, missed some time. He missed a lot of time in spring, a lot of time in fall camp, and then he had the foot sprain and really didn't practice the whole practice until Thursday. And he was a little winded tonight, but I think it was good to get him back, get back in the groove. And we got a long season. We haven't even started conference play. But I think we are building to where we're going to be able to play the way we want to play. But first things first is next week in San Antonio. And Richard, he's got to have a great week of practice and be ready to go on next Saturday. I thought Stevens played well. There's going to be, anytime you look at the tape, you're going to go back and say, we had a chance on this one, we had a chance on that one. But you're not going to hit every throw. You're not going to make every correct decision. You got to keep playing. I thought it showed a lot of resolve in him and a lot of belief in the offense in him to take that, I think it was like 10-plus plays, 75 yards there after the pick six. When it'd be easy to, to hang your head. Thought he played confident. I thought he was into the game, got us into the right play. But we got to continue to improve in that position. I think he's improving from last week. That team we played last week was very good defensively, especially in the secondary. We knew it was going to be a rough day. We thought we'd be able to do some things tonight, which we did. We just didn't do enough. We didn't capitalize on enough opportunities, but that's football. At the end of the day, we still had a chance there at the end of the game with the ball in our hand. We didn't finish. Then we got the ball in overtime. We didn't finish like we need to do to win the ball game. Well, no, Nick Callender came back this week, and we wanted to get Nick in there. He's very athletic, and Goldich at guard improved a little bit athletically in size and strength. Last week was a rough week in the middle. 96 from Minnesota. He probably won Big Ten Player of the Week. I don't know. He made so many plays. But I thought our offensive line played better tonight. And we still had too many, execution issues and some missed assignments that we got to continue to get better at. But that happens when you have a new coaching staff, a new offense, nuances here and there. And we're not nearly doing everything we would want to do offensively. But I do think we're improving and moving in the right direction, which is hard to say and a tough pill to swallow. All right, thank you.